Now you'll notice we've got a new drawing open there, linetype gap selection.dwg. Make sure that you've downloaded that file and you're using it accordingly to follow along with this particular video. Now you can see in the drawing there in the model space that we've got a line that obviously is dashed and dotted with the relevant gaps. Now if I go and hover over one of those gaps, can you see that I'm actually able to select the line? So I can physically put the crosshair on the gap, click, and it selects that line. Now you weren't able to do that in older versions of AutoCAD. So how does that work? Well, let's just hit Escape to deselect. And what I need to do is type in LT, and then it's gap selection. Can you see that there on the suggestion menu? LT gap selection. If I press enter now, you can see that the value is set to 1, and that is the default value in AutoCAD 2018. So you can see there that if I set that to 0 and then press enter, I've switched off line type gap selection. So if I now hover over a gap now, can you see I'm not selecting the line? I have to physically click on an element of the line to select it. So I'll just hit escape there just to deselect, and then what I'll do is I'll type in LT gap selection again, press enter, set it to 1, which is the default value, press enter again. I can now go in and I can click on a gap and I can select the line like so. So that's the line type gap selection in AutoCAD. Makes life a lot easier when you've got lots of dashed and dotted lines in your AutoCAD drawing, and you don't want to have to worry about whether you click on a gap, whether you click on a dot, whether you click on a dash. You just want to be able to select that line, and the line type gap selection tool allows you to obviously click on the gap instead of the line, thus making you that little bit more productive.